That was great.
Dude, you see that? He punched me on the forehead. That was so cool.
Under a tent, a few hundred feet from the madness, I'm Cousin Ed at Woodstock 99. I'm here with James Hetfield, Jason Newstead. Welcome to Woodstock, my friends.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How did you get here? I knew you guys flew into 94. Did you take the same route, the same mode of transportation?
We were all in a big sweaty van.
Really? A sweaty
Yeah.
van? Did you experience some traffic?
There was a little bit, but a few signs out there. Free beer for Metallica if you stop.
Awesome.
Pedal to the
Great.
metal.
Yeah.
You're on your way. Well, glad you made it, man. How does, from what you've seen so far, how does Woodstock 99 compare to 94?
It's too organized.
Not enough chaos?
Too neat
No,
and
not
nice,
enough.
too dry.
You haven't seen the chaos out there then yet, have
That
you?
was a little bit. We just heard one of the towers fell down.
They're trying to tear it down. Earlier, there was an MC
smart.
screaming the upcoming band's names, and as soon as they said yours, honestly, and I'm not saying this to kiss your butt, it was the loudest. I felt the hair on my arms point up, and
Wow.
you should be pretty enthused.
Well, hopefully something else will point up later.
It's
Also,
Woodstock.
drumsticks, you know.
There's plenty of nudity out there, so but
Good.
you've got it
It's a good
inside
start.
you.
It's a
It'll
good
happen,
start.
man. There's painted breast, and I'll let you experience it for yourself. I don't need to
nightfall,
paint the picture for you.
Well, unfortunately, it's too dark out there for us, so we'll get the spotlights on them.
You have that control. I mean, if they're already handing you free beer, I'm sure turning a light around won't be a problem.
But they're out there tearing down a tower, and it fell. That's kind of our idea, remember?
Tower, plywood.
Tower falling.
Stuff falling, crashing,
Oh,
people
and
catching on
Justice for all.
fire.
See, you know,
Right.
it comes full circle.
Right.
Somebody owes us money.
You guys are no stranger to the festival circuit. You obviously did. How does this compare to like Russia in '91? Because this is your
Less
second.
Russians here.
Is this your second Air Force base that you've played?
Actually, it is.
Because
yeah.
that was.
That's true, it was.
Now, was that one as crazy as this, or once again, is this one too organized?
There was twice as many people at that one than there was at this one. To
They're
begin
both
with.
crazy in
They
the
were
Half a
both
million
crazy.
people were at that
Yeah.
one?
They say.
We lost
when-
count at
400,000.
700,53785.
Is that the largest show you ever played?
Yes.
I'd have to say, yeah.
So, but this one's actually kind of special because it's your very last one on this tour.
Last
It's
one on the
also in
tour.
America, man.
Woodstock '99 is quite a climax for a tour.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We've been South America and over in Europe doing the summer festival circuit. So
Yeah.
this is the ultimate festival to end on, really.
If there was another Woodstock in another 5 years, are you planning on jumping in that one?
If they ask
I have to
us.
check my planner.
You have
Let's
a
see.
5-year plan.
I don't even have a 5-minute planner.
At what point in your lives career did you guys know that you were good at what you do or successful? I mean, was it the plane when you flew into '94?
No,
Next
man.
week.
No, on the Big Lebowski when Jeff Bridges says he worked for Metallica and we're a bunch of assholes. So that was that had to be the
couple years ago.
Proud to be assholes.
2 years ago. That was like
That-
I knew we'd made it then.
I can remember the exact time in which I very first heard of Metallica. I didn't even know it was you guys. It was No Remorse. It was a friend's cassette tape that we stole from somebody.
And you're
which was
old.
Years and years ago. Yes, I am.
And you stole something.
Yes, and I did. I probably still am. But for all that time that I've known you guys and been huge fans, I still have trouble with the spelling. I get confused. I write it down. I was like, is there 2 L's or 2 C's? Do you run into that problem?
Oh, in Metallica.
Or do you run into that problem with I run into the same problem with Zeppelin? Do you ever run into that problem?
Seen it a
Not
few
with your
times,
own
spelled
name.
a few different ways. For
I
sure,
can't
but-
spell anyway, so it don't matter. I just write the lyrics.
What's the
There's
strange?
3 M's in
makes
Metallica.
sense.
Metallica.
See, now you're going to make it even harder for me, man. People are going to think I'm an idiot, and I won the spelling bee at one point in my life.
was a while ago.
What's the strangest rumor that you guys have ever heard about yourselves?
That we're good. We're really, really good. That we've made it. I don't know. It's just, every week someone's hooked on some other drug, or Kirk is gay again, and
Again.
stuff like that. Just your regular stuff that I start, or someone starts.
While
Rumors.
everyone's been getting drunk here at Woodstock 99, amongst other things, I've been conducting a little research study, basically investigating the quote-unquote future of Guns N' Roses. Do you? I'm asking every single person I run into, and within the past 5 years, who has and who has not been asked by Axl to be part of the band? Have you heard anything whatsoever?
He called you, didn't he? It was what day?
Did he call you?
He called me something.
I know he called Lars right away.
How's the symphony going so far?
Looking for his
I mean, the
jacket.
whole CD. Are you
We
done?
start working on that in about a week or two. We go in and start listening to that and we dive into that hell. It's going to be crazy.
Is it going to be out by December? I heard Christmas.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
So, is there going to be a title? Anything? Can you give me any insight at this point?
You know, we're still working on all of that stuff. We
If
have
you got an
we
idea,
don't
though,
have an
please.
idea. Yeah.
let
For
us
a
know,
title?
For sure.
I was kind of curious.
Symphonica.
You know, since it's going to be on everyone's wish list, obviously, do you have to be bad or good this year in order for Santa to bring that CD to you?
Well, it's a little of each, I think, because Symphony is all angelic and Metallica is all evil-like. So
Yeah.
will the
you have to have
symphony
one to have the other.
that you've dived into, will that bleed over into a forthcoming CD? Do you think that will influence you guys on your next CD?
you mean dress up in the studio?
Sound-wise, you know? Are you going to
Start
start
wearing a
picking
bow
up
tie.
oboes and woodwinds, and things like that?
Yeah, we never say never, but I don't see that. Those 2 dates were really enough they'd satisfied my appetite for Symphony for a little while.
When you were with the symphony, did you walk over and play some of the instruments?
Touch them.
Was it?
Oh
touch
yeah,
them?
yeah, absolutely.
Sweated on all the music and on their
Jason was
instrument,
really, he was all over the place.
1872 violin or something. Over there, sliming on it, and they're like freaking out.
I heard a rumor that Metallica is actually going to get the honor of doing the Star Spangled Banner, but then again, I've heard like 3 other bands have tried to do portions of it. Will Kirk be doing that? Will you be doing
Kirk
that?
would be the one.
So is that going to happen?
I play rhythm. It's kind of hard.
No, So it's nothing that's been
remember
rehearsed
when they
so
asked
far?
you to sing the Star Spangled Banner? Wasn't that
Where?
at the,
The Raider game?
Yeah. Or is it
No,
was the
I-
Patriots game or Raider? No.
No, I'd have
For
cleared
reals,
the
man.
stadium.
James, Jason, I just want to say thanks for taking your time out of your day to pretend
Right
you're
on,
my
man.
friend. Thanks for coming to Woodstock 99 and
I'll be your friend.
backstage
$5.
under a tent, Woodstock 99. I'm Cousin Ed.
Metallica!